Colonials trust.
Trust.
Believing in the power of playing as one.
Colonials compete.
Striving to win.
Working harder to be better today than yesterday.
Colonials take accountability. Willing to answer for our actions.
Colonials are family.
Family.
The name on the front before the name on the back.
Colonials play with passion.
Passion.
Every game, every shift, emotions on fire, driving everything we do.
Our team.
Our story.
Our team. Our story.
Our team, our story.
Road to Revolution. A season with Colonials hockey.
The month of December starts with the completion of a season sweep of Sacred Heart. That sweep included one of the NCAA's top plays that week, as roommates Timmy Moore and Spencer Dorowitz combined for a pretty goal. Moore between the feet and Doro's dangle for the finish. An important 4-point weekend for RMU, keeping the momentum rolling as conference play continues.
It was a nice play from Timmy. He ended up getting that puck in his skates and he chipped it over to me, and I just was kind of buried my head and just get to the net kind of thing, and I wasn't thinking too much, and that's one thing I got to do is not think too much out there and just kind of get to the net and try and play off instinct. So it was just one of those things. I just was patient and found a way to get around the goalie. One of our goals this week was just get pucks to the net, and that was one thing I needed to work on. So I just wanted to get as many pucks to the net as I could and go hard and shoot as hard as I could. And you know what, after last night I had lots of good looks, tried not to be frustrated coming into today, and I just knew if I kept doing what I was doing, one was eventually going to go in. So that was a big goal, and it certainly felt good out there.
That 4-point weekend was worth more than just the conference standings boost with the launch of a new initiative for Robert Morris men's hockey. Senior defenseman John Rey was inspired by his love of dogs to pursue a way to connect his passion for hockey with his passion for pups.
I was just sitting there watching one of the Humane Society commercials, and it just hit me that this was the time to get involved. And I've always had a love for dogs. I've had one my entire life. My first dog, Mikey, lived for 12 years, and now I have my second dog, Nikki. And they're just as much as part of the family as anyone else is, and so it's very near and dear to my heart.
Playing for Pups invites fans, families, even corporations to get behind the cause, raising money to benefit shelter dogs through the Western PA Humane Society. The Colonials certainly aren't lacking in dog owners on the team, proud to be able to play for Pups.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, just to have animals around, and dogs. For me, I've always been a dog person, so whenever we win, lose, it's kind of nice to have him a part of our family. And John's a great guy, and he really cares for dogs and animals in general. So I think when he kind of brought it to my attention, I'm a really big dog person too. My family just got a new dog, so just thought it was overall great to give back in that regard.
We had a border collie. I only knew him for a little bit though. He was a little bit old when I was born, and then we had a chocolate lab for a couple of years, and he passed away unfortunately, and now we have another chocolate lab. So I think lab is the favorite of the family for sure. I mean, anytime we're able to give back in any way as a team, I think it's something that we want to do. It's nice to be able to give back to something that we care about, and it's just nice as a team to participate in something like that.
For Ray, his own personal commitment includes his own donations and volunteering. Before the team's trip to Bentley, Ray spent an afternoon wrapping presents at the Western PA Humane Society's gift wrap station at the Mall in Robinson, not far from campus.
There's more to life than just being an athlete and playing hockey, and making a difference in the world is there's never enough of it. It really was something that resonated with me, and I really wanted to get something done and be able to make that difference, like I said. So being able to utilize the team's successes that we've had, as an up-and-coming program and someone that's been, in the national forefront for the past 4 years that I've been here, it's really exciting for me to be able to capture both the excellence of the on-ice and off-ice.
From there, it was on to the sleeper bus and on the road for Robert Morris, playing 3 of the final 4 games before the semester break on the road, starting with the team's trip to Bentley and Watertown, Massachusetts for the first time since the 2013-14 season. Despite dropping the first game 4-3, the Colonials played a solid game and bounced back with the program's 200th win the following night.
I think it was definitely a positive. I think we, especially in the second game, we put a full 60 together and we found out what we could do against teams when we played full 60. But I think in the first game we also played well, and it just stinks that we didn't come away with 4 points and we only came out with 2. So
mix in finals, and it's a balancing act in the month of December. Academics have been priority 1 for RMU in the past, and this season is no exception. The Colonials consistently have one of the highest team GPAs in all of hockey. 4.0s and 4 points, the focus of the final push to semester break this week for Robert Morris.
I think that's part of being a student athlete. You have to deal with things like that. I mean, finals week's almost over, so I think the stress is kind of getting off, and we're starting to really focus on this weekend and the next games in hand. So I think definitely going into break, you want to have some momentum, especially going into the 3 River Classic. We want to, before break, we want to go in and make sure we're playing well, so when we come back, we still have the confidence and everything like that to get back on the ice and just do what we've been doing all season.
That's really important for us right now, especially with how close the standings are. Every weekend's huge, and it's only going to get harder and harder to get wins. So if we can get as many points as we can right now, it's going to be important coming down the stretch.
The semester wraps with a home-and-home series against I-79 rival Mercyhurst, with a home game Saturday night at 7 o'clock and a road trip to Erie on Sunday at 4. 2 more games to complete the first half of this season on the road to Revolution.